Okay, so tell you about myself. I love creating anything that has to do with colors, pencils, I don't know, clay, mold. I just molding things out of that, just creating, which leads to my interest and passion for like digital editing, computer science, the science behind filmmaking. I'm just as passionate about that as I am about psychology, human behavior. Um, and as a kid, I would draw, and from pencil and paper, I moved on to my sister's faces. I have three sisters, all girls at home, so that's where I got a lot of my practice from. And so family spread the word. People started hiring me as a teenager to do makeup for their events, and that involved a lot of critical thinking while under pressure. So, I had to listen to the client, what they wanted, their self-concept, perception of themselves, along with their expectations, and I had to quickly have to come up with I had to quickly come up with like a big picture perspective. And, you know, and then, bring it to life on their face and couldn't neglect, high, width, depth, um, and make sure that, I had to make sure that the position, was, of each one was in relation to each other so that when you were close up and stepped back, um, everything was symmetrical. Everything was, pleasing to the eye. Um, so yeah, dimension. So I had to make sure I, executed a well done transformation, I guess, and make sure they were happy. So, yes, I really enjoyed doing all of that. And from there, I went, my artistry, traveled with me throughout my whole journey. And again, that's where I got most of my verbal, nonverbal, and even visual communication practice. And written, well, I had to draw out what the look was going to look like so that they can reference back to it later. And from there, I went into the fitness industry at 18. I was there for 7 years in Nordstrom Mac, the cosmetic world for 5 years, then another company where I traveled to Ulta's in the Inland Empire and trained their staff on skincare, prestige skincare. And then I was a high school dropout, to so that I could start working at 18, and then went back to school. My son, who's a little genius, um, he's I couldn't help him with his homework, so I knew I needed a higher education. So I went back, got my GED. Now I'm in college, and I am um, excited to be a college student. And, as a student, I get to collaborate with other students. Even in my artistry, we've done big fundraisers for like the photography club. And it's been a lot of fun. But just as students, when we chat, students are stressed. So I definitely feel that, my practice in researching for my artistry, my psychology, just personal passions will uh, help me be an asset, in this position as I, assess my colleagues and, their research, critical thinking, presentation skills, etc. Um, and I love collaborating. So it's something that, again, whether it's with the professor or students, it'll be fun for me. And and I'll be happy to just do anything that I need to do, to whether it's research or helping someone prepare, several speeches. Um, I, I I just, this leads me to believe that I'll do great. I hope that answered the question.